man, it's been a minute, guys. It surely has. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing fine. Bear with me real quick, because as I said, it's been a little bit of a minute here. And I want to make sure everything's working okay. I hear an echo. Okay, it's better now. Perfect. Hi, Brooke. How you doing? Been a little bit of a while since we've done some Morrowinding. So, we're going to get started on our scholar, our anthropologist. Let me introduce you to our character, our hero of this story. His name is Darak, and he is an Imga anthropologist here to study the local religious traditions and social cultures of the various Dunmer groups. Now, we are right outside of Shadowgate Pass, so we came right from Cheydinhal. Worked our way here. Problem is, I don't have enough gold to continue our journey. I'm down to a single solitary gold piece. So what we're going to have to do is, he's kicked us out, and we are now going to have to continue our journey by ourselves. Now, there's 104 gold in there I would love to steal, but that's not the kind of guy my character is, so we're just going to consider this, thank you for getting me as far along as you can, as we enter the border of the nation of Morrowind, formerly Resdane. And our first goal is going to be to make it to a place called Almasthir. And from there, we can get our bearings on this wonderful land. Now, what you're seeing here is some preview content. Playing with my new Switch 2, and I'm really loving it. Yeah, I was playing some Super Metroid on the Switch 2. I thought that was awesome. It plays really well on it. I don't know if it's gotten an update or not yet. Yeah, Switch 2, it'll make a lot of your games actually play better. Let's see here. So we got a nice little sitting area right outside Shadowgate Pass. That was nice of the Imperials. See that breath coming out, so it's a little bit cold, a little bit nipply in this area. And when this content is completely fleshed out and done, this is going to be a phenomenal area, I feel like. But for now, it's time to work our little buns all the way down to almost there. These strange new lands you enter have a desolate look to them. You get the feeling that your adventures do not take you this way for right now. Yeah, that ain't no shit, because there's nothing to do here right now. Although we've run across our first artifact of the Path of Veloth. Now, these gourds actually exist to help wayward spirits find their way to Necrom. And so you can follow these gourds all the way to Necrom, the lone spirits can. Very cool. Very exciting lore there. And of course we can get our first glimpse here of the Dunmer's fascination and very public relationship with the concept of death. As there are elven bones right in that pit, as is their tradition. Look at this. I guess we ought to look at the signs, huh? Kraganmore, okay. White bloat root, bloat root. Bleh. Looks like we've got some new plants and stuff too. Haven't seen that before. So, this region will eventually be known as the Carterdale, Mountain Damask, Ghost Laurel. I like that flower. Very cool. Now, our character's not an alchemist, but I am going to marvel a little bit at some of the new things that we have to take a look at here, take a gander at. Yeah, this seems like this is going to be a really neat area when it's finally done. This is going to be part of the Wealth Beyond Measure release. So, not the one they're working on now, but the one they're working on next, Poison Song. So, I would guess maybe the end of this year, if I'm being optimistic, and I would guess sometime next year if I'm being more realistic. We'll be playing these, but these lands will be teeming with enemies, friends, quests, factions, all that stuff that we love about Morrowind. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Stinkhorn. That looks a little bit less in damage health. Ew. That might be a little gross. I hear sheep. Was that a sheep? Looks like we've also got some Daedric ruins. Again, there won't be any occupants right now, but definitely worth a look. These are ancient cities of the early Veloth, the Velothi people, where they would openly worship Daedra in their actual old cities. So that was one of the reasons why Veloth led the Chimer people out of Somerset Isles. He originally let them out because of disagreements. They didn't worship Daedra there. They worshipped the 8 divines. Whereas the prophet Veloth was a big proponent of Daedra worship. Nodding Streakwort. I really like some of this fauna or flora. Really like it a lot. Snorthog. But yeah, kind of a nice little preview of what you might be seeing here in a year or so. Boy, that's neat. I like that effect there. Almost glows. They also have some Dwemer ruins, the long-lost Dwemer people, because keep in mind, prior to the Chimer's arrival, this land was occupied by the ancient Dwemer, who of course all disappeared in the Battle of Red Mountain. And it seems like we've found our first city. Based on the architecture, it looks like Halalu. So we've made quite the journey already on foot, keeping in mind that this is the total map area. I love the combination of like evergreen trees and strange mycology. I'm going to be a big fan of the Carterdale region when it's all done. Big fan. Alrighty, some more gourds. It looks like we've got an ancestral tomb, which we are in no way armed enough for that, so we're we're going to not go in there. But we'll go ahead and proceed through the metropolis of Kraganmore. One of 2 major cities in the Wealth Beyond Measure future release. Looks like they all went camping, at least as of right now. You know, even though there's nobody here, it's got a strangely liminal feeling to it, and I've got to tell you guys, I kind of love it, if I'm being honest. I kind of love the liminality of this space. Again, we're not going to linger here, because there's literally nothing to fucking do. Literally nothing to do right now, but just a nice taste of what's to come. Kraganmore, yes, Moscow, Kraganmore, welcome in. Right now, they've all gone camping. That's going to be the head lore. So right now, we just have a lone Gwar named Olive that lives here. So she has the city to herself right now. Carter Dale looks amazing, by the way. And we're getting ready to proceed to the Othrolith Woods. What happened to waiting for Poison Song? I tried. I tried so hard. I've been really, really yearning to play some Morrowind, man. Lofi, when been a while, Flip, tuning in for now. Nice, welcome in. It has been a while. Yeah, Zoo got back from the store. I actually showed back up. Y'all should know by now, you can't keep me away from Morrowind too awful long. So this will probably be some kind of a Imperial cult temple, I'm guessing. Yeah. I love the bright colors of the Carterdale region. I super can't wait for this. As we head now to Othrolith Woods and finally getting to some lands that might be a little more inhabited. Character idea for this, just showing off unreleased stuff. Oh no, yeah, we have an Imga Scholar. So basically his whole thing is he's going to get some, when he gets to a place where he can supply and get some money, he's going to be exploring the various subcultures and religious traditions of the Dunmer and the Imperials in Morrowind. Is going to be his whole thing. So he's basically an anthropologist. This is going to be a very different kind of playthrough. Not so much questing and heroics, although there'll be some of that. You know, we got to make coin somehow. But more drawing, painting, reading, and exploring the cultures by talking to the wonderful people of Morrowind. Is this just the Imga? Is this just the Imga art from PGE? No. I mean, I'm actually an Imga. Like for real, for real. Look at this fucking border region, guys. Holy hell, this looks good. God damn. Oh, was that the inspiration? Yes, 100%. Was it? Is that a gorilla person or something? It is an Imga. So they share Valenwood with the Bosmer. They are learned, they tend to be very well versed in speech and mysticism. Is kind of their deal. They love Altmer. They hate men. They think men are kind of like stinky barbarians, and they think the Altmer are worth emulating. And in the lore, they even have capes that have perfume on them that they hold their noses with whenever men show up. Gorilla person or something? Yeah, the Imga and the cat with the rapier. Yes! Yeah, and literally, check this out. Moscow, that's a great fencing master. So he has a bonus that when he's dedicated his life to the art of fencing, when wielding a one-handed long blade with nothing in your offhand, so we're going to have nothing in our offhand the entire time except some magic, your long blade increases 20 points. So this is going to be and we are going to use a rapier as soon as we find one. Yes. That is the plan. We have reached a fork in the road. Well, not really. No, the road still goes this way. Okay. That's so fucking cool looking. Pilgrim's Pillar. Looks like there was a pilgrim that rested underneath here for a little while. Stopped and rested. All Imgalores from the Pocket Guide of the Empire that is in-universe Imperial propaganda. Their love of Altmer and hatred of men could just be the Imperials mocking them for being Altmer allies. Ah, okay. Well, that's kind of the... You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, that's the general lore. But my guy actually is a scholar who's associated with Mages Guild, etc. So, looks like we've got some tombs, but we're not going to be getting into over our heads for now. Yeah, that makes sense, though. Like, my guy, he likes it. He's open. He's not going to be hating men. He just wants to figure out what the hell happened. His whole thing is he wants to know a little bit more about why he's a pro Altmer guy, and he loves Altmer civilization. And his whole thing is, I want to write a book about why the fuck these Chimer left so long ago. And I want to explore that a little bit. Like, why would you leave the Somerset Isles? It was paradise, right? Tanner says, based Altmer? Yeah, that's basically what we're doing, is we're kind of exploring why the Chimer would ever want to leave. It seems to Dirac that, it seems to him that the Somerset Isle was a pretty nice place to live. And this seems a little bit more hostile from all the books he's read. And so he would like to, Daruk would like to figure out what is going on with that. Why did they leave? Why did, and of course he's read some Veloth, of course. He's read numerous accounts of Veloth. Oh, Malexia was a Chimer. Yeah, no, 100% still is. Literally still appears as a Chimer. Yeah, she even chooses to appear as one. We got some kind of a ranch here. What kind of vegetables are we growing? A Kudge sprout. I'll be very excited to see what kind of new cuisine comes out of that. Cave Reaper, what's going on? Yeah, it's been a little while since I went to the store. I'm back now, though. We're going to be having a little bit of fun and festivities. So let's see. We can go to Kraganmore, which we don't want to do. Andrethis, which we don't want to do. Yeah, we're heading to Halarud now. We're heading up toward Almastir. Is where we ultimately want to go to. So this is the bridge town of Halarud. And it looks like this might be our first, at least, guard-occupied town. So we're actually going to go check it out and take a quick detour here. See if we can get some of these Dunmer to talk to us. Hello, neighbor.
Masera.
I'm just looking for the latest. What's up, buddy?
Have you noticed, for all its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists? That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think?
We're not really for slavery, but I understand that you guys are, and I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to write. So let's visit the glassblower, see if we can't get at least an inkwell to start our writing journey. Doesn't look like it. Is anybody home? Nope, they must have went camping with Kraganmore. These visuals are beautiful. It possibly looks better than Elder Scrolls 6. Well, that's easy enough to do because Elder Scrolls 6 is never coming out. That fucking game is never coming out. So, to be fair, that's an easy bar. And I'm good with that, actually. I'm actually fine with that. I could spend my entire gaming life in Morrowind almost. But yeah, I've been tweaking some of the visuals. I'm always tweaking this game. Even when I'm not playing, I'm always tweaking it. It'll come out because it will make Microsoft a mountain of money. Will it be good is another question. Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, yeah. It's coming out. It's just going to be at least 2028. Yeah, that's... I think they announced it way too early. Way too early, Lofi. But again, you live and learn, right? Look what Nintendo did with Metroid Prime 4. Same shit. Just announced it too early. This is so cool, though. 2026 Truther, huh? I think you're going to be disappointed. It just drops. They fucked up. I was overhyped in 2018 when they announced it. Yeah. Metroid Prime 4 was a massive disappointment. Oh, you're in good company, Lofi one. I am in full agreement on that. I don't even know what to fucking say about that clusterfuck of a game. I just want Hammerfell that isn't written by fucking Lawrence. Just Hammerfell in general would be appreciated. That's a big gourd, isn't it? So you don't believe Morrowind can be topped by Bethesda? What about the Elder Scrolls close like Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon? Possibly. Yeah, there's always Dread Delusion, Fall of Avalon, Ardenfall. Well, we got Hammerfell and ESO, but they let Slick touch it, so it's bad. Okay. Yeah, you were saying something about that. I think I missed that comment. You should try Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon at some point, you said. It's not the most polished game, but it's actually pretty decent for an RPG made by a small studio. I will check that out for sure. Thought I saw something about that. I just missed it. Sorry about that. Oh, we're starting to get into territory that's built now. Fall of Avalon is pretty good. As good as Morrowind? I'm not sure. I'm just going to assume and say no and let it pleasantly surprise me if it's somehow better. And I would be the first to tell you, be like, oh my god, I found my new favorite game ever! If it was that good. Marketing itself as a Skyrim competitor, too much for me to try it. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. There's been a lot of games tried, none succeeded yet, so you never know. And again, even in this empty territory, I gotta be honest with you guys, I kind of love it. Like I was saying to Brick Barnes, I love the liminality of the space. I love how liminal this is, and you just... Oh, here's our excuse to learn a little something. Lives of the Saints. Skyrim is carried by the setting. It's in for me. Skyrim if it were built by a AA company. It's not amazing, but I'm actually having a pretty decent time with it. Yeah, it sounds fun. If you would be wise, model the lives on the lives of the saints. If you would learn valor, follow Saint Nerevar the Captain, patron of warriors and statesmen. Lord Nerevar helped to unite the barbarian Dunmer tribes into a great nation, culminating in his martyrdom when leading the Dunmer to victory against the evil Dwemer and the traitorous House Dagoth in the Battle of Red Mountain. If you would learn daring, follow Saint Veloth the Pilgrim. That's what we're doing. We're actually following Veloth's path right now. Patron of outcasts and spiritual seekers, Saint Veloth, prophet and mystic, led the Dunmer out of the decadent home country of the Somerset Isles. A bad decision, in my opinion. But again, not here to judge. I'm here to write. Saint Veloth also taught the difference between the good and bad Daedra. There are no good Daedra. And won the aid of the good Daedra for his people while teaching how to carefully negotiate with the bad Daedra. That seems like a really bad idea. If you would learn generosity, follow Saint Realms the Barefooted, patron of pilgrims and beggars. Saint Realms gave away her shoes, then dressed and appeared as a beggar to better acquaint herself with the poor. She seems like a really cool person. If you would learn self-respect and respect for others, follow Saint Erelor the Penitent, patron of tanners and miners. This foul criminal repented his sins and traveled a circuit of the great pilgrimages on his knees. Damn. If you would learn mercy and its fruits, follow Saint Saren the Merciful, patron of brewers, bakers, distillers. This pure virgin of modest aspect could heal all diseases at the price of taking the disease upon herself. Tough-minded and fearless, she took on the burdens of others and bore those burdens to an honored old age. Music is pretty fucking good too, you said, on that game. Is the Reverine a better title than the Dragonborn? In Morrowind, there are no dragons, so Dragonborn has no use. So minor spoiler alert for future Tamriel Rebuilt content: there will be a dragon. There will be a dragon in the Stone's March release. I mean, the Dragonborn doesn't just munch on dragon souls. It's also a divine seal of authority to govern Cyrodiil. Not to mention there's going to be an entire college in Markarside that literally teaches the voice. So it's a little bit more democratized than it is in the Skyrim lore. So it's there, shouting is there, and dragons are there. It's just that most dragons are actually under the Imperial control. So it's just a weapon the Empire has at their disposal, actually. About 1/3 of the dragons stayed with the Empire because of the dragon blood, and 2/3 of them decided to fuck off on their own and basically went rogue, and are now wanted by Imperial authorities. One of which is going to appear in the first Redoran release. That's the plan, Stance. Let's see here. If you would learn fierce justice, follow Saint Felms the Bold, patron of butchers and fishmongers. This brave warlord slew the Nord invaders and drove them from our lands. He could neither read nor write, receiving inspiration directly from the lips of Omsivi. If you would learn pride of race and tribe, follow Saint Roris the Martyr, patron of furnishers and caravanners. Captured by Argonians just before the Arnesian War, Roris proudly refused to renounce the tribunal faith and withstood the cruel tortures of Argonian sorcerers. Vengeance and justice for martyred Saint Roris was the rallying cry of the Arnesian War. If you would learn the rule of law and justice, follow Saint Olms the Just, patron of chandlers and clerks. Founder of the Ordinators, Saint Olms conceived and articulated the fundamental principles of testing, ordeal, and repentance. If you would learn benevolence, follow Saint Deln the Wise, patron of potters and glassmakers. Saint Deln was the head of House Endoril, a skilled lawyer and author of many learned treatises on tribunal law and custom. If you would learn the love of peace, follow Saint Maris the Peacemaker, patron of farmers and laborers. As a little girl, Saint Maris showed healing gifts and trained as a healer. She ended a long and bloody house war, intervening on the battlefield in her white robe to heal warriors and spellcrafters without regard to faction. The troops of all houses adopted white robes as their standard and refused to shed the blood of their brethren. Cool fucking story right there. If you would learn reverence, follow St. Lothus the Pious, patron of tailors and dyers. Contemporary and companion of the tribunals and the best-loved Alma Rula of the Tribunal Temple, he formulated the central rituals and principles of the new temple faith. St. Lothus is the symbolic mortal bridge between the gods and the faithful, and the archetypical priest. Well, we just learned something, didn't we? And there he is. Saint Velith. Do we know why Lothus is the patron of tanners and dyers? Might have just sounded good. Yeah, it doesn't really match with priestly things, does it? Necessarily. Another farm. I mean, saints are usually patrons of something related to them. Yeah. Well, maybe he was a leather tanner in life before. But Lothus wasn't a tanner or dyer or anything related to those things. Maybe it was a side hobby. Maybe he was a priest and he tanned and dyed his robes on the side, you know. And he got known as like the homemade clothes guy. There's a lot of tombs here, man. This is a land of the dead for sure. The Western books I've read on this subject absolutely are not wrong about that. Another shrine to St. Veloth. Love the idea that he died and then got made a saint. They made him the saint of his hobby. Yeah. So, well, he was really into fashion, right? He was a fashion win guy. Imagine being a respected priest and companions to the gods themselves, and you got made the patron saint of sourdough. Starters. I'd be down for that. That's pretty funny. Getting close here. Man, we've been walking all day. Daruk is getting tired, man. Another fucking tomb. Oh, look at the trees. So fucking cool. Like the fungal trees. Yeah, a lot of this content is done. Just needs a name. They're making good fucking progress on this. In the Narusa Plantation, this is going to be one of the major counselors. State your business. I'm just here to say someone in particular. Counselor of Great House Lalu, Felina Narusa owns Narusa Plantation and lives in the manor with her family. Oh, can I see her? The winery is the main feature of Narusa Plantation, with Kraganmore just down the road, and the plantation stays profitable and safe. It's a little bit more than just a ways down the road, homie. I'm sorry.
Masera.
Imagine the quest implementation usually takes quite a while, though, so I wouldn't get too excited just yet.
What are you doing here? What can I do for you?
Oh, wow, it's a Dunmer slave. I had heard that can happen.
What are you doing here? What can I do for you?
You can't free me without the key. That dreadful overseer has one. There must also be one somewhere in the foreman's office. We're not here to interfere, man, but...
Do you seek training?
Welcome to the Narusa Plantation. Are you looking for someone in particular? He is an Ashlander, that is true. Yes, someone in particular. Tell them about the latest rumors. Felina Narusa's daughter, Andrinu, has been taking charge in some of the Narusa family business. She's proving to be quite ambitious in her dealings. Between us, I think Felina Narusa is going to have her hands full with that one. Well, homie's doing well. He's got a glass spear. He's definitely doing well for himself. See if we can't talk to this lady. I love that they've already got the counselor implemented, if that's the case. She was one of the last ones. The last one is going to be the Andrethi's counselor. Now I kind of want to go see if they have her implemented as well. Yeah, they've got this NPC'd, homie. Damn. What the fuck? That's pretty cool.
What is this about?
Oh, here's the car. I was gonna say. There's Cyril. Look at this glass weaponry, man. I am Cyril Narusa, noble and father of Talver Narusa. Oh, so this is Daddy. Okay. If you're into the backcountry, little secret. Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Well, you're nice enough, fellow. Foreign quarter killer arrested. Ooh. Hlauler Galen, a former butcher known to many as the Foreign Quarter Killer, has been arrested by the Canyon Watch. This infamous murderer killed 8 Imperial women in Narcissus over the past months, and his capture has reassured many of our Cyrodiilic citizens of the Watch's efficiency in punishing such crimes. I knew a few friends who had been found dead in their beds, recounted Musa Talania to a Canyon Echo reporter. At a certain point, I had to start sleeping with a dagger just to feel safe. I'm so glad that the Watch has finally put this criminal where he belongs. According to Deputy Captain of the Canyon Watch, Andres Halalo, the murders may have been Galan's attempt to attract the Kimono Tong's attention in an effort to join the gang. Due to the nature of his crimes, he has been sentenced to fight to the Narcissus arena until his death. I love how even in a death penalty, the Halalu find a way to fucking profit off of it, man. That is so fucking like them. The Echo sends its condolences to any relatives or friends of the killer's victims in hopes that they may find comfort in his just fate. Probably would have preferred if you just fucking kill him, right? But, alright. Stormy seas sink ship off Vardenfell. Yeah, that's pretty common these days. Stormy conditions in Azura's coast have wrecked the ship Prelude off the southern Vardenfell, and several crew members are believed to have drowned. The ship's owner, Dravos Turil, has confirmed that it carried valuable cargo but refused to disclose any specifics to Echo reporters. Any ships traveling through the coast should be cautious of sailing in rough weather. Okay. Very cool. Look at this lady. Holy shit, man. She's living large, isn't she?
Masera.
Talver Narusa. Excuse me, why are you in my private quarters? I am Sergio Talver Narusa, house brother of Great House Halalu and husband of Councilwoman Felina Narusa. That's who I'm looking for. She's on the balcony in the foyer if you wish to speak to her, and if you could, indulge me some unsolicited advice. My wife is as splendid and resourceful as the day is long. You'd do well to remember who you are speaking to. Or perhaps I should put it another way. Greater men than you have found themselves at odds with her and have been unmade by it. Such a preventable mistake does not bear repeating. A little bit about your operation here. In the years since we've been married, Felina has transformed it from a modest plantation and winery to a thriving enterprise. Out of all of her business enterprises, the winery is the one she takes the most pride in. This guy just has a private bath the size of a small room in his bedroom. Honestly, I kind of respect it. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.
Outlander.
So sit on the balcony, right? Or in the foyer. Okay, we gotta go back downstairs. Yeah, I want to talk to this lady. For sure. Yep, not on this one either. So yeah, it's the foyer balcony. If I could learn how to fucking read, right? Oh, what the fuck? There we go.
Outlander. What?
Wealth beyond.
There she is. Holy shit,
What's
dude.
your story?
Think you're decked out enough, man? Are you done? My job isn't to entertain whelps like you. I'm just talking. I am Bardal Wetleg. I am Mistress Felina's bodyguard. Come on, lad, you know what a bodyguard is, don't you? I protect Mistress Felena from the bad guys who want to lop off her head. You better hope you aren't one of them. I'm not here to chop anybody's head off, you rude
Outlander,
barbarian.
what do you want?
The fuck? Well, you look like you are in pretty stunning clothes. I'm sorry, do I know you? You're going to. I'm just here on a pilgrimage to find out what I can about your various customs, traditions, and religious practices. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? I am Serio Felena Nerusa, matriarch of Clan Nerusa, lady of Nerusa Manor, and esteemed councilwoman of Great House Halalu. Tell me about yourself, then. Yes, what is it? What is there to tell that is not already told by my titles? I am a noble and a counselor of Great House Halalu. In its grand mercantile tradition, I am a merchant princess. My business acumen and swift tongue are second to none, surpassing even that of the 7 families. Unlike my peers, I was not raised from birth under the watchful eyes of commerce, but I instead claimed my rightful station through ruthless dealing. In summary, you are speaking to the most learned and powerful woman west of the theater. Bit full of yourself, aren't you? Do you like it? My majordomo, Tidon, does a brilliant job of keeping the manor in order, and you won't find better sheen than from my winery. So we leave this manor thinking to ourselves that we have met somebody very important.
What is this about?
But we are going to be burning oil lantern
Do you need a servant, master?
to get to Alma's Theer, I'll tell you. I do not want to be in Othrolith Woods at night. And we're getting hungry. As you leave the empty lands behind you, you feel a renewed sense of purpose. Yep, that tells us that shit's about to start going down. We've made it to the game proper, folks. Did they add a message when you enter and leave WIP territory? That's a separate mod that you can download. That just lets you know when you're leaving or in. Like, so if I were to enter, you'll get another message. Check this out. We're going to risk a cliff racer attack, but it's worth it. Yep, he caught us this time. What the fuck? Well, Daruk just had his first asshole cliff racer encounter. Yep, low fatigue cliff racer fight. Always fun. It was worth it, though. I'll get to show you what the other message is. Is it going to not activate now? Huh. I guess it's kind of hit and miss, but yeah, it's supposed to, theoretically, it will tell you when you're entering work in progress lands and when you're leaving work in progress lands. Looks like it works a little better out than in, though. Scumbag. The Ned's just chilling as usual. There is a more aggressive cousin of the Netch that's in these woods, though. That I really don't want to fucking run into if we can help it. Because they hurt. I got this little asshole. What do we have here?
Fight, coward!
Fuck you.
You're growing weaker.
Oh, damn! Hit like a fucking truck. Fucking pissed off. Fuck! Come on! Evil Archer Bandit has killed me more than Snowy Granius at this point. He didn't get me. What a fucking asshole. Taking all your shit. Piece of shit. No, you aren't playing with the combat AI mod. Is there a combat AI mod for Script Extender? And do I want that? It doesn't sound like it. Oh, not that I know of. Okay, yeah, so I'm safe from it. At least for now. Open MW supremacy. Yeah, I've never been a supremacist one way or the other on either one. Like, use the one you want, and the fact that there's not one, but two developmental processes for Morrowind is incredible. Very, very cool. Like, I will become a supreme person when one can do everything that the other can do. Horses is cool. Yeah, horse riding is very cool. Oh, please no. Please fucking no. No, no, no.
Greetings. Are you also a pilgrim walking Veloth's path?
Oh, thank goodness. I am.
Veloth's path is the most important pilgrimage to the Dark Elves, starting at the Imperial border near Kraganmore, and going all the way east to Necrom on the coast. I can't claim that I am a pilgrim myself, but I will walk it all the way nonetheless.
Sweet. Troll quest. I hope not. We ain't got time for that. We're just gonna get the fuck out of here, cause...
I'm Carafa. I am paid to make sure Remion Netalus and...
But it looks like these guys are legit.
Stay safe from outlaws and other dangers while he completes his pilgrimage along Veloth's path.
What happened to you?
I got in a fight with a scumbag.
Hello, Outlander. I don't suppose you're also here to walk Veloth's path. We are still early in our pilgrimage. Veloth's path marks the sacred trail on which Saint Veloth led our ancestors when they first came to this land. It begins near Kraganmore, crosses the river at Almasthur.
That's where I'm heading.
And then continues through Almalexia and all the way to Necrom on the eastern coast of Morrowind. Our next stop is the village of Lanwek to the east.
That's also where I'm stopping then, because it is dark out. Sounds good. Going over a mountain. Yeah, no trolls right now, because I don't have fire. So if there's any trolls, I'm fucked. We really need a fucking village. Do I have any healing spells yet? I don't. Fuck. We're gonna have to fix that fucking ASAP. This is kind of a perilous journey, I'm not gonna lie. But, oh, there it is. We're good. Okay. And almost here, yep. And the absolutely wonderful, welcoming sight of Halanoek. Let's see, but to be honest, I want little companies to make successful scrolls likes. It just means there's actual competition and potential for a company to become better than Shitthesda. Yes, 100%. No, if somebody can make a game and just knock Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind out of the fucking contention, that would be so fucking cool. All right. We got 81 gold, so with the gold we stole, we're going to go ahead and get a room with the gold that we took from that piece of shit bandit.
We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want?
I will take a hot meal. And then I will also...
I don't like you staying here. Get lost.
What? How dare you, sir?
Please, stop bothering me.
What hospitality? Anyway. Is there maybe a nicer hotel to stay at? Smith? You gotta be kidding me. He's the only place in town to stay. You gotta be fucking kidding me. He's a fucking asshole. Maybe up here? Trade houses sometimes have rooms. Council Company Trade House. Let's try that. I can't believe I was denied service.
Welcome to Hanwek. If you're here for business, can I direct you to someone in particular?
I need services.
Lan Oak is a town of merchants. Some pitch their stalls where Velot's path passes through the town, while others occupy the Lalu Council Company Trade House in the High District. Also in the High District is the Temple, which offers healing, beds, and food. There are 2 taverns, the exclusive Morning Sun Corner Club and the Council Club in the River District. An outlander might want to avoid the latter.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so we need to find the Morning Sun. Is what we're looking for. Yeah. Lions Bros, this is the most W game. Yeah, this is my favorite game of all time. And it's not even remotely close. What do you want? I'm looking for somebody who can sell me a fucking room. That's all I need, guys.
Welcome to the Morning Sun. What can I get you?
I need a
I
bed.
don't have any rooms to rent, I'm afraid. The Flan Oak Temple offers free accommodations for pilgrims, though. Have you asked there?
No, but I guess we'll go... that's a good stop anyway, because that's going to start our journey. At any rate, that's where we want to end up.
It's
So
a strippy trickle, right?
no rooms here. The other guy is like a racist or something and won't let me stay. I guess it's the temple. This is not the most welcoming place, I'll tell you. Morrowind's great. I've just played it so damn much. I'm always hungry for modding-friendly mods. Let's see what the temple can do for us, shall we? Modding-friendly games, yeah. Alrighty, so we've got 3 beds here, which is awesome. I don't see no beds. See kitchen. We already got something to eat at the racist place. So now I'm mad I gave those assholes money. The switch has been flipped. Yeah, we are back to Morrowind. Okay, cool. Oh, we needed this. Let's go talk to the super nice temple chaplain. Let us stay here and thank him for his hospitality, shall we? It's not you. It'll be somebody up in a dome. That's who we need. Shrine of the Tribunal. I believe that's Almalexia on there.
Three blessings, Sirrah, and welcome to Han Oek. Are you looking for someone in particular here?
I'm just thanking you. Are you the priest? Bookseller and acolyte. Actually, she is not the priest. Okay. Looks like that was the lady downstairs in, like, the nicer robes. Yep. I should have known what the robe she was wearing. That's usually the robes worn by the quest givers. Those extravagant blue robes with, like, the gilded shoulder pads. That usually means quest giver, but usually they're also in the dome. They're not schlumming it down here on the basement. In this case, a little different, I guess.
Learn by serving. Can I help you?
Nope, priest and adept of the temple, so that's not... Wow, okay.
Almsavi grant you humility.
Oh no, we don't want to rip the tapestry off the fucking wall. That would be rude. So who's the guy or the girl here? Is it you?
3 blessings, Sirrah, and welcome to Lan Oek. Are you looking for someone in particular?
Near the entrance, okay. He's pulling a Redoran temple guy, huh? He's just chillaxing here in the entrance. Ah, there's the robes. Yep, you're right.
Welcome, my child. Do you seek to join the temple?
Let's see here. Did this a few months ago. Tell me the rumors around town first.
Please. This town is too full of lies already.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got a feeling that the town kind of sucks. Based on, what I've had to deal with.
I do not presume to speculate who here in town is most important.
Yeah, I'll join the
You
temple.
have a promising look. Perhaps we could use you. Do you wish to join, or shall you hear our doctrine first?
Let's hear the doctrine, because I'm here to learn. And this is a great way for me to learn. Immerse myself in it like a good anthropologist.
Your fourfold duties are to faith,
Okay.
family, masters, and all that is good. Perform holy quests and bring luster to the temple. Never transgress against your brothers or sisters in thought or deed, as we are all one body. If you somehow fail to uphold these ideals, you must speak with a master or the patriarch to be cleansed of your wrongdoings. Still want to join?
Yeah, I'm worthy. I'm not buying in. This is purely academic, of course, but I am worthy, yes. You are now a layman in the temple. Welcome, Brother Daruk. I have one of several masters you can go to get your duties from, and if you perform well, advancement in the temple is not out of the question. Okay?
Before I give you any other duties, you should prove your faith by making 3 pilgrimages. I can offer you pilgrimages, as can any other master of the temple. It does not matter whether all your pilgrimages are done for one master, or whether you visit several, just that you perform 3. Once those 3 are completed, you may go to any master and ask for duties or further pilgrimages.
Fun! Alright, tell me about the pilgrimages.
Before your duties can begin, you
what are we in
complete
for?
3 pilgrimages to prove your faith. The nearest are the pilgrimage to Miwatra's pedestal, the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Conviction, and the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Surin's Devotion. These are but 3 of numerous pilgrimages sites spread over Morrowind, and you can seek out any 3, ask a temple master in any other district of Morrowind for locations of other shrines.
Cool! Muatra's pedestal. Tell me about that.
And as the Velothi of the past took up their spears, so too must you take up yours. Bring it to the 8 Bones Temple in Narcissus, and compare it with Lord Vivek's terrifying spear Miwatra. Let it rest in the shadow of Vivek's godhood. You may offer up a chitin spear, in honor of Vivek's destruction of the rock-skin bugs, known then as the Enchorbal. The truly devout will offer up a Droog spear. As Vivek's spear was made of the body of Malak Bao, you may offer up a spear made of his children's children.
Ooh. Interesting. We want to do it right, so we want to try to do the Drew spear, but I know those are more expensive. Shrine of Conviction?
As the Velothi once kindled the spark of truth in the distant tribes, so must you rekindle it now. Travel to the shrine near the Hunza camp, where the priests first revealed the grace of Amzevi to the Shinathi.
Ooh!
There, by word and by gift, you must convert the shrine's guardian anew as a rite of conviction. When their voice joins yours in praise, approach the inscription and remember, true faith is not taken, but given through the certainty of the tribunal's glory.
And Saren's devotion?
The shrine is on the hill overlooking this temple, where Saren cured an old soldier from a poor family.
Okay,
He was
that'd be
gravely
easy.
poisoned while foraging, and instead of burdening his family, he elected to stay on the hill and die with dignity and a prayer to Amsivi on his lips. In admiration of his faith and sacrifice, Amalexia spirited Saren to him, and he was healed.
Okay.
The shrine requires no material offering, but asks the pilgrim to prove their faith in the face of suffering, just as the old soldier did.
I was going to say, I'm trying to figure out, my mind's trying to click that and make that work, so. He got poisoned up on a hill, and he's like, yeah, I could get cured, but nah, it'll be fine. And he just sat there, and thankfully, this was seen as an act of faith, and he was cured. Okay, I'm not here to judge. We'll do it. That's going to have to be next time, because I got a nasty, wicked headache hitting me right now. But maybe later on tonight we'll do some more. So that'll get us started again, back to Morrowind a little bit. So thanks, everybody, for coming out. It has been fun. Especially for such an impromptu stream, no plan. Just, it's like, fuck, let's do it, man. It's been too long. As we worm our way into the temple, learn their ways, become of them, and write the best damn book on the culture of the Dunmer ever. Take care, Flip. It was nice. Yeah, I'll definitely be back on, guys. Rumors flow from the House of Troubles, Outlander. Indeed they do. Take care, everybody. I'll see you later.